Mercedes?
Mercedes Benzes?
No, the stripper.
Chastity.
Wow. Oh,
She's
man.
a dancer. Her name is Chastity. She's a stripper.
From Megadong.
Yes, we were chatting about
Oh yeah.
the potentially inappropriately named.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely had a she on there all last week.
The wait, I forget who it is. The Lord Megadon. Yes, the leader of Megadon is Lord Megadon. So yes,
Nice.
Lord Megadick?
of
Man.
course it is. Yes. All
Lord
right.
Mega
so-
douche.
You should know better than to introduce a province called Megadon within this group.
It's bad. Here's the fun part. It's not like I was sitting there and I was like, that looks like a set of balls. What could I call it? Mega balls? Nah.
No, that's too on the nose.
Too on the nose. But
Mega stack.
dong and drop the G? Nailed it. All right, before we continue with dick jokes, I do have something serious to talk about. So,
Ball jokes.
yeah.
That's
so
enough
here's
for me tonight.
The longer we keep this up, the more the reveal is going to be. So, so we're all laughing, but
So we
hold on a
should keep going? Okay.
No, I'll tell you what. Give me 1 minute and then do what you will. So, Chris,
I'm timing.
Well-
you gotta wait for it. Chris will potentially not be joining us for a while. His wife died suddenly on Monday night. So, like I said, walking into this with dick jokes was a bad setup for dropping news.
No
Or
shit.
maybe it was a good setup. I don't know. But I've been in touch with him several times through the week. Yeah, he's having a hard time with it. He went down to DC and got his daughter. He's back home with her. The family has come to help, like with arrangements and everything, and that's led to its own levels of drama. But I like he was upset because he's like, I really want to keep playing. I can't concentrate. And I was like, you have now other things to think about right now, brother.
Right.
If you need an escape, this is an escape for you for sure. But what do you want me to do? How can I help? And he was just like, sometimes I just need to talk. It's fine. And I said, how do you want me to handle Thursday? I said, do you want me to just say that you need to step away, or do you want me to say what happened? And he was like, if you want to let people know, that's fine. So again, like I said, we walked in with funny dick jokes, and I'm like, this is a fucking bad lead-in. This is not great, but that's what happened. He's been kind of radio silent with a lot of folks for this week, obviously for a number of reasons. But if anybody wants to reach out or just touch base, I think just letting them know that there's people out there that want to make sure he's okay is never a bad thing. So
Absolutely.
all right. So with that, if anybody wants to keep saying dick jokes, back on, like play button, have at it.
Sure do know how to kill the mood, Tom.
Jesus Christ!
Really.
Man, you might as well said you had a
I mean,
headache.
it's the usual, but still, I mean, every time you get a new,
Just-
fresh
yeah.
reminder of
New levels of low.
Yeah, well, thanks, everybody. You're welcome. I mean, I'm not sure what the appropriate way to lead into that was, but
well, you
Thanks.
definitely nailed it. So,
Yeah.
Thanks, Eeyore.
yeah, I mean, really.
who's more depressed than Eeyore?
Oh, did you say depressed or depressing?
I mean, hand in hand.
Wow.
But
Okay.
seriously, let him know that if he needs to talk, just give any one of us a holler. I mean,
Yeah,
we're here
absolutely.
for him.
And like you said, any escape, it's like here it is. So,
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, business. That was business to deal with. So,
I really hate to see when you get serious.
yeah. So now, super serious. No. Now to just fucking totally lose ourselves in fantasy. One of the things that I threw into Discord right before the game is Downtime activities. I think that the current list, some of them make sense that if there were things that you wanted to work on in the week between the battle with Lee and setting off for Dassen, we can talk about it, but I didn't want to not give people the opportunity for downtime activities because sometimes it feels like we just sort of like rush through stuff, so I want to put that out there.
Is Kane still playing, or is Kane taking a hiatus as well?
I'm going to say Kane's going to take a hiatus as well. There was specifically something that he did in kind of a side session one night that will specifically aid Sequin in its rebuilding efforts. But again, Chris never revealed the shit that he did, so I'm going to just leave that to him. I think that the stuff that you were discussing with Mal, I'd like to see that play out when he comes back. And if for whatever reason he decides he doesn't want to come back and play, we can figure out what goes on with that. But I'd like to
Okay.
leave that as like a temporary hold, if that's okay with everybody.
Okay.
Because I for sure don't want to call him right now and say, by the way, we killed Kane. Bye. Like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Although
think that's devastated, honestly.
Although that would be totally in line.
Right, exactly. You'd be like, yeah, what's new?
Right.
I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I just said I don't want to do it. That's
Yeah. Too soon? Too soon? Okay.
Oh no, it wasn't. Wait, no. Oh, okay. Buying magic item, that's the boring one. Carousing.
We do that all the time.
I know.
That's more of a job, not a downtime.
That's right. That's the uptime.
What do you think we do 2 hours a week? Come on.
I
Right.
think some of the stuff, like specifically with like crafting, like an item or like a potion or scribe.
Gambling, pit fighting, Sylvanas. Hey.
So Venice is taking a turn I didn't see coming.
Well, I mean, honestly, Kane is the one who's carousing and gambling and pit fighting now because he's finally grieving the loss of his sister, which he hasn't done the entire time. It's finally hit him. He finally realizes what he lost.
Jesus.
Wow, that went really dark, really quick.
Jesus.
I think the question.
Okay, that's fair.
The question at one point was, so Chris, do you want to say anything about like what's happened? And he goes, no.
No.
And I could just feel like the fire start at that point. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe in
My
the
ears literally started burning when he was like, when he
the fire is
referred,
burning again.
yeah, flames at the side of my face. When he was referring to the sword that is housing his sister's immortal soul in as just a +1 fire weapon. I was like, okay. All right. My fucking character is inside that sword.
I think my
Tom,
new
you've
favorite
been-
thing is to make sentient weapons that you guys control, so that you can play out your own like anger at each other, and I don't have to do a thing. It's
That
great.
time incarnated as a sword? What?
Right.
Huh? What was that? What?
There's a whole anime. There's a whole anime about this. That time I got reincarnated as a sword.
Mm-hmm.
So now Tom's a plagiarist.
Yes.
I
What do you mean
honestly
now?
thought that- I honestly thought that Dolan and I had come up with a pretty sick idea for how that was going to play out. She was like, I want to do a new character, but I really like Mal. And I was like, well, hear me out. What do you think about this? And she goes, I love it. And I was like, I love it. Let's do this.
Did she say Mal?
She might not have said Mal. That was on me. Well, see here, she's so mad now. Now she's just mad.
Right.
She's bad.
Right,
Now,
that's fair.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, no.
She's.
My-
This is how a weapon gets cursed, Chris.
So-
My daughter's getting old enough that she's just getting into that Descendants Disney crap, and one of the characters is Mal, so it's like, oh, stop.
my favorite memory from that though was the conversation with Dolan. Dolan was like, I like this idea, and I was like, shit, yeah, this is a good idea. And Tarn was standing on the porch behind me and was like, shit, yeah, and I was like, no.
Oh god damn it! Oh god damn it! I don't know what to. I don't know how to react anymore as an adult father figure.
He kept trying to adulterate all of the adult words that wanted to come out of his mouth into like PG words, and he was having a real hard time with it.
And as I'm stumbling over that, Dolan's on the phone laughing, just whining.
No, because I can just see it. Don't repeat that.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. You think you grow out of it, but then you get married, and then you're just like, oh, right, now I can get in trouble again.
Oh, man. Okay, so Kane is going to stay in Sequin. You guys have a new best friend whose name is Balin. He's going to travel with you guys. He's sort of a traveling diplomat. He's going to bring coinage and his wit and ability to send messages back to Karlik, if need be, but only if it's bad news bears.
Is he that pretty?
He loves being the messenger that gets shot. He only likes to send messages when it's bad.
Ooh, could you?
This is good news. I got no interest.
He's only happy when it rains.
Right.
I'm a masochist.
Balin Garbage. There's his full name. Balin Garbage. So some other things to fill in. You guys had sort of discovered when you had the meeting with Simon and others that Katrina had earned herself a seat on the Sequence Council over the course of you guys adventuring and her helping out in the town. Hayden is still walking around coughing, although there's zero reason he should be, but he's still wandering around doing that. And it seems like Kristen is still is out trying to help the town, but you haven't seen her yet since you guys got back. It sounds like for this particular adventure, everybody's plan is to stay in Sequin while you guys venture to Dassen. But if anybody's going to say otherwise, I think it kind of makes sense that Torrent would want to stay and try to like dig through Lee's stuff and figure out if there's any more information to be gleaned as far as like who he was working for and who he referenced as master before being ripped apart by the winds, etc., etc.
How much downtime would we have?
So the story suggests about a week.
Okay, so one thing of downtime.
Yeah, basically. And so if
okay.
there was a thing on this list that you wanted to say, I was trying to get this done, I think we could make an argument to say that has happened.
I would be trying to learn a language myself.
So that's one that I go, can you learn a language in a week? You know what? You can give
Sign language. Sign language.
You can learn how to.
Let me tell you something.
Yep.
I can definitely learn this language in a week. I'm going to persuade
Well, you can.
You're going to persuade the language to learn me.
Right? So this is Savannah's rolling against Tom.
It's like
I don't know who you're trying to convince. I can learn it in a week. Alright, dude. Fine. Fuck. But do it. You've convinced me that you can do it. Now do it.
What language are you trying
You didn't
to
do
learn
it.
I was going to learn...
The rest of them.
All of them.
Actually, does anyone know Infernal yet? I'm trying to pick out the languages that people might not know.
Hold on, let me look.
Or Dwarfish.
So Dwarvish, you could definitely find a tutor, and I'm going to say that over the course of maybe not this week, but as you're traveling through Dason, you can learn Dwarvish, but it will take a little bit of time.
I speak Infernal.
Okay.
Same.
I'll go for Dwarfish then, since there's a couple of dwarves, and try to learn that.
I just think it's funny that you want to learn Devil Speak as you go into Dwarfland. And you're just like, I don't know what anybody's saying here, but okay.
We can teach you. We have 2 party members that can speak it. You need 2 fluent speakers to have conversations with.
Yeah,
I'm a notary.
Be a little bit more, useful.
Understands.
I am practicing and training with my new bone and silver nunchaku.
I believe you named them Obscurity, right?
Mm-hmm. No. In the storyline, they're supposed to kind of tell me what their name is, and out of game, I haven't figured out what their name is yet.
That's fair.
So the more there's no like attunement or anything with them, right?
No, they are not.
Okay.
They don't need to be attuned to. They are not magical in the sense that they're like plus weapons, but they have the ability to either whack you in the face while you're training with them, or can keep whacking things with them.
Okay. Yeah. So as I not attuned to them, but as I conjoin with them, I'll figure it out.
As I insert them in my body.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Why do you have to be so sick, Tom?
So here's the thing. I was literally thinking you were like cutting your forearm and putting them in your forearm like Wolverine claws. That was where I went, but okay.
Dolan, you know Tom's not the only one that had that thought. Let's just
I know.
Let's just put it out there.
Ones? Oh, okay. All right. I do have the right group to run for them. Great. So anybody else downtime stuff and things?
Yeah, I think I'll probably go with religious service.
Ooh, cool. All right. Did you have something in mind with regards to that?
No, I have to look into it a little bit more because I like the idea of it, but...
Smoke it, mirrors!
Okay.
Are you saying
There's also crime. We still haven't figured out for crime and taking over the what's it called? The brothel, yeah. Or are we setting up our brothel?
We need to take out that little imp first.
the imp that knows a lot about you?
Yeah. If we
Somehow.
take him out, I will be most appreciative.
And then are we all just doing crime?
Murder.
We're heroes. What do you do in downtime? Crime. What's your off-time pursuit? Not being a hero. That's what it is.
That's my day job.
It's a full break. Once that whistle blows, full break. I do not do that shit. So
we have an hour off for lunch.
I think that
Right.
maybe Kevin, we can because I had a
Death, lunch.
Lunch.
I had something I wanted to give to you as well, and I think that if you want to describe what the activities of religious service is, that's fine, or we can just sort of like hand wave that. And I think that in the little booths that you had found to Thanos, there is maybe you go into one because you're gonna pay tribute, or you're gonna go into one because you're trying to spruce it up, or whatever it was. Because if you remember, another one had popped up after you had finished doing your work with sort of uniting the various faiths into coming together.
Yeah.
That after those actions, you feel a kind of I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe if something was affecting your mace?
Your face?
Ooh.
My
Well, I mean, if the
face?
mace on his face, then he could say
Ouch.
that.
I don't like a pulsing or like a warmth, like an energy coming from it, like pulsing or warming up and coming up through the arm and into like I'm not exactly sure what I'm trying to describe though.
So it's starting to describe like what you're doing is slowly peeing your pants, and it's starting your pants and somehow working up your body into your armpit and down your armpit. Great, I like it.
Davis.
But however, as this sensation is happening, you glance down and you're
right.
You have not peed yourself, so cross that off.
You're the one that brought it there, and then you immediately throw it back in. It's like, well, you did this.
But you.
Well, it looks like you're wet your pants in.
I feel like there's a change that has come over your mace.
It's going to be needed.
As you look down at it and kind of like maybe, does it like hang by like a loop, like a strap or something from your belt, or like how do you carry it?
Yeah, probably. I feel like it would be on the right side. I don't exactly know how it's hooked up, but I'll think about that and figure it out.
Okay. You notice that on the butt of the handle, there now appears to be a button, like a depressible button.
I mean, I depress it.
What is the mace pointing at while you depress it? Your face, or?
The butt would be, meaning it would like have to be facing away from me, right?
Well, again, you could like turn it around, hold it towards your face, and push the button, or you could just like hold it in one hand and use your other hand and push the button and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally, I don't know if miming it or whatever the terminology would be, but I'm literally over here like holding the mace.
Okay.
Where it's like the butt would be sticking out like an inch or two, and then I would press it with my right hand as I'm holding it with my left, because it's like, what is this?
And it immediately extends to a length that would provide you to have a 10-foot reach with it.
Holy shit.
However, if you're wielding it with two hands, and if you would need to wield it with two hands, you would not be able to cast spells that have a somatic component while doing this. However, you could always choose to like take a hand off to cast a spell, but it would be like part of your action to do that. But while wielding it, you now have a 10-foot reach when you extend it. It is an action to depress the button kind of like an umbrella and shrink it back down to its normal size.
Okay.
But you feel like Thanos has provided you a pat on the shoulder for good work done. All right. Anybody else stuff and things that they're working on, or is everybody good?
I am going back to the school.
Callie. Oh,
The school to learn as many spells as possible, which might be all of them.
Which, at this point, I feel is probably all of them, right?
But I will let you know how many I can get, and if there's anything that they don't have, 4th and 5th level, let me know.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'm gonna see how much I can add, and if I'm limited, I'll need something.
I think with what you were able to do the first time you did this, I don't know why there would be a limitation on the further access to that point. I 3rd level for sure, 4th level, I think that kind of maxes out some of the resources that are at the Lyceum with regards to what they don't like keep under lock and key. But I don't think I have a problem with you learning those.
Yeah. If no one deleted anything from the Jedi archives, then you know, I don't need to go to Camino. We're good.
Do you?
We're changing all these things.
No,
what if indeed?
Do you think that during this time you spend any time with that scroll that like had the ritual of going to the shadow plane at all, or that's something that you're saving for another time?
I would definitely try to do that as well, but I will do that right after. I think I would prepare more for that because, as interested as I am, I'm still afraid of not fully understanding what it is and where that power comes from.
Okay. I mean, I think that's incredibly reasonable, especially what happened the first time you kind of started to dally towards it. So, okay. The other thing that I mentioned, and I just want to make sure that we've covered this, is the weather is taking a turn for the colder. And you guys are going to want to acquire some cold weather gear, if not other things that you need for effectively winter. It's not going to be as bad as it was in Icewind Dale and the Spine of the World, but it looks like winter has come. It's not coming, it has come.
Winter has an android.
Let the freaking frostbitten out again.
Yep, they're going to teleport back up, and Oral is still very pissed. Alright, so if you guys want to sort of work on that and take care of it, I think that as far as sort of getting the game session itself back into swing, I'd like to pick up after you get, it's sort of after you finish the meeting at the Lyceum with Simon and others, and Steckart and everybody, and you've gone back to your house, and you guys are kind of prepping to go, because it basically was, you had the meeting, and then you're going to set off with Balin in the morning. There is a knock on your front door.
Is Francois gonna get it?
Wait a minute, who is Francois?
You
Our
know.
butler.
We have a butler? I don't remember the butler.
Yeah, he has an accent.
Yeah, you introduced him. You said he was going to give us 20 gold a week.
He's French. Why do you think he has this outrageous accent?
Exactly.
Outrageous accent.
You English King Niggix.
Just making raspberries.
I told him we already had one.
So for sure there is somebody knocking at your door. No answer? Okay.
Yeah, definitely hear it.
Who would be getting up? Like, what time of day is it?
I mean, can we just check the ring camera in the front?
Yeah, the one that is the balcony up over the top.
Yeah.
Last time someone knocked on our door, it didn't end up well. Don't be fucking surprised that we aren't rushing to get to the door.
Right,
Jesus.
I'll go out on the balcony and look over and say, "Who is it?"
And you look down, Sabenis, and you see that Kristen
Crossbow
is there,
bolt.
and she shoots her in the face with a crossbow. No, it's Kristen, and
I don't know this bit.
She has the, if you'll remember, there was a sort of skinny young student that was like staring at you guys.
Oh yeah.
I see him. She's there with him, and she looks up and she's like, could we come in?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check with the rest of the crew. Hold on, please. I'll talk.
What's wrong with Savannis?
I don't know. He's found those drugs again, and they're not working. But he's acting
Right. I'm so high.
Mushrooms again.
But they're just regular mushrooms.
And say, hey, there's a girl named Kristen here with some skinny lad from the academy. Do we want to talk to them? Is everyone still awake? Is everyone hungover? Have you had your bacon?
Literally just got out of a meeting, but okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how hard we were partying, man.
Right.
Venice was in one play, and now he's so many characters.
And now he's just an entire drama club himself.
I've always been the drama club.
Is that guy really drunk? No, he's just acting. Don't worry. In a few minutes, he'll be doing something else. Just roll.
Is he acting? Yeah, I know. That's him acting.
Don't like the accent? Wait a few minutes, it'll change.
All right, so yeah, if it's Kristen, yeah, we're gonna open the door.
She immediately
All right.
shoots. So
She immediately shoots Avennis in the face with it.
I hate
He's
that.
upstairs. What a shot!
So much.
He's in his room at this point. He still gets shot in the face. Amazing.
So Kristen effectively relates to you and explains that this is Janir, and he is the son of Duke Gallo's proxy at the Dason Royal Dason. I can't decide this. Royal Court.
Well, you decide. How are we supposed to decide?
Listen,
By
you're
ourselves.
acting, you don't have to.
Grow up.
Not
You're a
that book.
fucking adult.
And the only prescription is more information.
Wow. So effectively, Kristen reports that she's had some visions about this boy's father, saying that his father will be caged in or by madness. And she says, I don't know what that means, but it just feels wrong, and I had to find him. And then when he said he was trying to find you, I brought him here.
Kristen has a father.
Kristen's father is the coffer from before the fire.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I wanted to make sure because I was what's redhead? She's close to Kristen in terms of names, right?
So there's Katrina. That's
Katrina. That's why. Okay. So all right. So yeah, Kristen. All right. Cool. Yeah. I assume you would want us to bring this boy to his father.
And he kind of steps up and he goes, no, and he's like this skinny teenage kid with like kind of crazy unruly hair, and his face is like bright red, and he's like, I'm sorry for bothering you, but I just wanted to ask that if you're going to Bresk, could you take this to my father? His name is Ginnis, and he's Lord Gallo's proxy to the royal court, and I had heard that you were going, and if you are, could you just take this, please? I mean, I just feel like something bad's going to happen to him because I haven't heard from him, and I can give you money. And he holds out like this, like tiny little, like purse.
Can you shake that purse a little bit? Need to hear something.
Tink, 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 tink.
Sounds like moss. I don't know. What are you trying to pull?
Yeah. All right. I'll just grab the one thing and say, all right. Yeah. I'll get this to him. What was his name again?
So my father's name.
Gin tonic?
What? Who? The guy with the
Go
accent
back
that
upstairs.
put me
I think that's the sound of plot hooks in that bag.
off.
So what was the name?
So Janir Bremen, or Bremen, Jineer Bremman. Janir Bremen. He is a student at the Lyceum, and his father is Proxy Ginnis. Yep. Proxyjinis. Proxy Ginnis. Proxy Ginnis is effectively Lord Gallo. Lord Gallo is the one of the 8 nobles, or 9 nobles now, that rule all of Dason, and he takes care of Gallo and Gallo's Fen, which is at the northern end, at the Aliti Gap, which we had talked about last week. That's on the map. As his proxy, he's assigned to this guy, his guy Proxy, who's a proxy. Yep, this is fun. You know what? You live up to your names, I guess. Proxy is basically his voice at the royal court when the leader of Gallo is not there.
And the leader of Gallo is Lord Gallo.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the case across the board?
What's weird
That
is
would be helpful.
almost yes, but sometimes
Oh,
no.
son of a bitch.
Exactly.
God damn it, Tom.
Most
I
of the
didn't
time,
write
yes, but sometimes no. I was like, oh, this will be easy to remember. Never mind.
Right. It's like, cool. We have a map. We have information. It's wrong. God damn it.
Uh, this does my heart good, I guess. But there, as another sort of matter of this game. So this particular book is going to have some
Liquid.
like interaction between
Ooh.
like nobles that you guys will be privy to, that you may be able to control or direct, depending upon what you can do. And remember, you guys are going to be acting as sort of vassals or diplomats from Sequin to try and bridge the gap that tells all of Dason like how bad it is to let the Regessians march through the country, as well as how much of a threat Regessia is, and that they should be uniting with Sequin in opposing them, as opposed to either trying to stay neutral, which is kind of where they're at right now, or being like on the side of Regessia, because Regessia is just a nation of conquerors at this point.
And Dawson is a nation of bitches.
I mean, maybe that shouldn't be your debate point right off the bat, but we'll see what happens.
No, I feel like we're gonna get there though.
I think it's
These
gonna work.
dwarves, you might be a Regessian. If you find intellectuals to be very concerning, you might be a Regessian.
Yeah, but we're trying to shit on the Dawsons.
I thought we were trying to shit on the Regessians.
Why not both?
It's a real fecal party tonight. All right.
All right, so the idea is that we're actually going with is we're gonna try and convince them of just kind of prove the fact that it's like Regessia does not care about you. Once they get through here to with Sequin, they're just gonna come back through. And do you think at that point they will leave you without right, unsullied or damaged or conquered or whatever word we want to use?
Take what they want. Your women, your grains, your sheep.
You might even want to say dirt, because one of the interesting things about the people of Dassen is that they're really superstitious.
They're
and
dwarves.
Horse riders, they are mostly dwarves and humans. That when they ride on horses, they pack dirt into their boots because they never want to not be connected to the land.
Well, once you let them in, you've already given your dirt to them. So, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, you know what? Why aren't you a statesman already? I mean, with statements like that.
You know, I tend to feel like I'm more of a Floridian type of statesman here.
So you are from Megadon, Florida of Dason.
You are a Megadon? Are you are a Megadon? Or you're from Megadon?
Right.
One of the things that just sort of occurred to me as everybody's talking about this, and I love it, is that the reason TJ is quiet is because he's literally writing down scrolls in real life too right now. He's like, nope, I'm copying them all. I got them all.
Unfortunately, I can't do that, so I'm going to be focusing on just the singular scroll, the shadow scroll.
Okay.
I haven't unlocked enough wizard slots to study more.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's cool. So I think that what I'd like to do is at some point I'd like to do like a cutscene with you, but I don't want to do it just yet.
All right, that's fine.
As far as how that goes.
If I could study any 4th level, I would, just so when I level up, I can cast it. But technically, I can't write them down yet. So
Okay.
I have 4th and 5th level spells, so I can cast them, but I can't learn them until I have enough wizard levels.
Whiz juice. Okay.
Yeah.
So one question I would ask, or one, not so much a question to ask, I would just describe it, is the letter that um that that fucking, what is this guy's name, that Janir has given you, is basically like a nice piece of parchment that's been sort of twist tied with like a silken cord. He still, like, as a third time, just to show his sincerity, will try to give you this little coin pouch. The coin pouch has about 10 silver pieces in it, but he is very honest in his want to try and ensure that his dad is okay, and any news that you can send back about that would be appreciated.
Yeah, I already took the thing.
The letter and the coin pouch, or just the letter?
No, just the letter.
Okay, all right. You just slap him. Take your money, kid.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But no, not really.
Yeah.
Get out of my fucking face.
Your town just gave me an item worth like 50,000 gold. Take your goddamn.
Get out my fucking house.
You stay here for one more minute. You gotta go. You gotta go in the bard's room and listen to him act all night. Yeah, I thought. That's what I thought. So,
but
right.
but no, in reality, just like, yeah, no, yeah, what? Got it. I'll take care of this.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah, I definitely give the scroll to Moruk.
Okay.
And then I tell Savenis that he's gonna have to convince that guy. So me taking care of it is just letting them know what they should do.
Who do I gotta convince?
Lord Gallows, Proxy.
Lord Gallows Foxy? Okay.
Wow. All right. I'm gonna mute.
We're not playing telephone.
Savenis
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Alright, sorry.
It's funny. It's funny. So, all right. So you guys have had your downtime. You did your activities. You've had your meeting with Simon and the sort of the folks from the Lyceum. You've got this request to deliver this letter in Bresk, which is where you're headed, to Janir's father, and I think we're ready to, and you guys have updated to say that you have purchased or acquired winter gear. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where we just have to get that stuff and
Okay. Yeah.
just have it, right? It's how much was that?
So I think we can kind of hand wave it in the sense
Okay.
that
Well, then,
because of the
yes.
things you've done and like what was being given to you guys from the town. I just wanted to
No,
say,
that's fine. We can move on. That's easy enough. I just
the only
if I
thing
had
wanna
to
make
take
clear is
anything. Yep.
saying you have winter gear, I'm totally fine with. After having most of you completed a winter adventure, is there any specific gear that you want to say that you have? Because I don't want to get to a point where you're like, oh yeah, no, I bought this too, and I'm like, did you? So that's why I'm asking, is there anything specific you're getting besides just winter gear?
Yeah, I mean, depending on if we need any of those, like, snowshoes or anything like that, but I don't know. Is it that bad over here?
So you assume that you're going to encounter winter that could get like actually like snowy tundra in some places, because the snow shouldn't be here, and this seems like another magical effect of some sort because of the speed with which it's setting. I don't think you guys need to make checks about that. Like, just walking out on the streets.
Yeah.
Like as the storm passed and there was like a few days of clarity, it seems like the cold has just like swept in overtly fast, and it's not seasonally appropriate, because remember that the Regessian armies were starting to move because winter had broken. So why would winter be hitting here? That's it just seems very
Oh, okay. So it's like it shouldn't even be, because how long has it been since the first part where we were in the gate pass?
Yeah, so like gate pass the entirety of Gate Pass happened over the course of a couple days. You were in the Inundotar Forest for, I'm going to say, maybe about a week or so. And then it was several weeks travel to get from the Inundotar to Sequin when you travel down through Dazen the first time you get there. And then while in Sequin, you guys have been there for 2-3 weeks maybe. Like, you guys got there, you set up shop. There were a couple days where there were side quests that happened. You worked with the town, you had meetings, you went to a show, saved the town, hurricane came into town. Like, so I'd say maybe like 2 months, give or take.
Okay. So we know that it should probably be like spring going into summer.
Yes. So when you guys left
Okay.
Gate Pass, the opening night of the game was, like, we'll call it just December 31st, right? Like, so New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And then 2 months of give or take have passed since that, and you're traveling south. So, like, the weather should have been getting warmer, which it kind of was, but then you encountered all the rain, which was clearly part of some other shit that was going on.
Well, spring.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Maybe. But obviously it wasn't just that. But then this is just completely out of the blue. It's not like, hey, it's hot. No, it's so hot. It's like, no, it's fucking snowing. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
like, it's not even just that it's like, oh, it settled fast. It's, oh, it shouldn't even be here at all.
So I think maybe this is the best way to describe it. That what you're going to get to. Well, you know what? Let's just jump into it. So you guys set off the next morning.
I'm sorry, but I was just waiting for a break in conversation, and it never happened.
Too late.
I have like those cleats that you can throw on the bottom of your boot because I still want to be able to run up trees even though if they're frozen.
Crampons?
Okay. Yes.
Or if you want, because I think it makes it sound very fantasy, we could call them yak tracks.
Okay. Yak tracks it is. I'm putting them in my inventory.
So runners wear them when they try to run in cold weather, and they're just like these. They're effectively springs on like nylon, like rubber cords that wrap around your shoes. So they're not spikes per se, but they give you grip when you're trying to run on like packed snow and ice. And it sounds cool. They're called yak tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll get like a round of like the things that we would think of for like traveling, like what you're saying with that, where grip on ice, maybe some snowshoes, because this is obviously weird and we've dealt with this shit before. No, we haven't, but yes, we have.
Well, so you as players have, but you also started the game in Gate Pass, so you're aware of what winter can be.
Yeah, so I think just a couple things like that. I don't know if maybe even like, do we want to get like a sled?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because the journey from Sequin to Vidor at the edge of the marsh will take about 2 days, and the heroes can buy a sled and a team of horses at half price from Leto Moore, who is likely the dude that sold them overpriced boats when they were first trying to come to Sequin. So he'll cut you a deal.
So it evens out in the end.
Yeah, sure, if you want to say that.
I mean,
the fun.
I imagine we're doing that.
Like, you guys have enough cash to cover this, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into it as far as like who's spending what. Also, Balin is carrying a considerable sum of money with him in order to try and bribe officials if need be. So I'm not worried about it. Like, in fact, just so you have a full disclosure about it. Balin is
fucking rich kid.
14 years old.
Yeah, Balin is
12.
What? Balin is
Feet tall.
carrying 150 platinum pieces and 300 gold pieces for bribes.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like you're carrying 148 platinum pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
Go
I
back upstairs.
Go back to the room. We're not ready to leave. You guys have already left.
We're in a carriage. Go upstairs. All right. Climbs up on the top.
But my guitar gently weeps.
One of the
You
things,
earn your way back down.
one of the things that you guys quickly realize is that the cold weather will continue to make the sleigh and its horses a worthy purchase, because the coldness has effectively frozen the Nasham River, which flows from Bresk. And so rather than having to travel on the roadways, you guys can now travel just on the frozen river, which is sort of a better means of travel for you guys in the sort of the sort of rush to get up there to sort of get into the king's graces, as it were. So the heroes basically have to travel 120 miles to Bresk up the frozen Nasham River. You guys travel at a rate of approximately 30 miles a day. The terrain is covered with snow, and the weather during the day is going to be cold enough to require cold weather clothing. And at night there'll be a need to set up fires and shelters for everybody to keep warm. Which means, unless you make Savenus have his own tent, you're going to have to listen to him act as you're trying to fall asleep. Roll for a good night's sleep. So Venice, you decide the bonfire.
He definitely has his own.
You know, and by that I mean we just said go outside. You have to go outside.
Right.
Oh, it's a strong performance. You're gonna have to do better.
As you guys are traveling, anyone that you kind of come across, whether it's people trying to fish or maybe just other passers on the road, all say that this cold is unnatural, as it is very close to springtime. And although it's not rare for the river to freeze, it's never frozen this solid this far south of the capital before. Like up in the mountains and
wow.
Or Gallo, like this is unheard of.
So it's even more than it should be when it's not even the time of year that it should be.
Yeah, it's kind of like I think for me I once saw it was a snow squall in June, and I've never forgotten it. Like it did it for like 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes later it was all gone. But it fucking snowed in June, and I've never seen that happen before or since. So that's the difference, though, is rather than this disappearing in 30 minutes, it's frozen and it's still cold, and this is like an on effect. As you guys, actually, you know what? You guys aren't in Sequin anymore, so let's stop the Sequin Tavern music. I don't need to hear that shit anymore. Let's
Aww.
maybe get something else going on. Boom. Some stuff going. Don't worry about it. It's cool. As the party continues traveling north along the Nasham River, you guys have progressed maybe, I'm going to say it's your first day, and you've gone some 10 miles since the mouth of the river. I need everybody to give me a perception check. And so, Venice, there is a cap on this. So even if you break 30, 30 is the cap.
Yeah, idiot.
Well, I think Savenus rolled like a 34 for something at one point in this game so far.
Alright, I got a 20. You know, not my best.
Loser.
Nim's just talking a lot of shit towards Savenus.
What?
Oh, wait, why is Savenus rolling again? Oh, he's intimidating.
Because he's a
Oh,
bitch.
I'm intimidating the DM about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah, no. With my 22 perception, I see all your crap.
See right through your shit. Can I get one from Morek as well, please?
You'll
Perception.
get what I give you.
A perception?
Perception, please. Yes.
Okay.
So, with the 22, this establishes that about 320 feet away from you, along the eastern bank of the river, a large crowd of people are screaming and running towards you. They are coming through effectively like a valley between hills. Don't think like grand scale. Think of like lowlands. If you go like if anybody spends a lot of time like backpacking or hiking, like lowland valleys. So it's just sort of like tall hill ridges on either side. That the valley itself is sort of clear of trees. Maybe there's just rocks and debris, but the trees kind of spring up on the sides of the hills so they can get closer and closer to the sun, so that the valley stays open. And these people, as they are screaming, are fleeing through this area, and they're being pursued by this monstrous centipede that seems to have glowing red plates along its back. You guys are on the river. You see this. What do you guys want to do? And then maybe I'll take you to a map.
sounds like we gotta go bust some bugs. When something crawling in a neighborhood.
Listen, it's some, what did I say,
We
320
call
feet away, so you could effectively
bugs.
put your blinders on and keep going up the river and be like, I don't know if I could do that.
Or hear me out. We take all their money for saving their lives and force them to sing our praises for the rest of their existence.
I have a feeling our alignments might be shifting.
I have a feeling that you forgot that you're on the clock again, as opposed to downtime crime, which we had discussed before.
We have to save these people, on the clock or not. We can't just walk away and be like, we got shit to do. Come on.
All right, so
I'm also fine if our alignment changes. That's fine.
that's good to know. Right. So effectively, just to paint the scene again, you guys are in your carriage, sleigh, for lack of a better terminology for it, carriage with skis.
Sipping hot cocoa.
It's sipping some hot cocoa, getting brought along. Balin sitting there.
Some Turkish lights.
You gotta say that again.
Eating some Turkish delights.
No, there's none of that. You can't have that in Dason. They'll cut your tongue out. I kid. But those of you with a high enough perception, Savenus, yes, even though you weren't high enough.
Why, thank you, sir.
Sure. Went, I'm sorry, but you didn't notice. Moruk, you clearly, as people start to like turn and nod and notice, you're sort of drawn towards that way out of the windows. And you see, like I said, some couple hundred feet away, this enormous centipede with these sort of glowing red scales just grabbing people and swallowing them whole. The people, there's some, at this point, there's some maybe 20 plus of them that as they're rushing away, you can see that they are exhausted and tired, and that the beast is clearly just picking them off at its own pace. Yes.
Can I fire a fireball out the window at the centipede?
Right now, no, you can't, because I think the range of fireball is 300 feet, and it's just far enough that it's not there yet. Also, the fireball would likely kill a number of the peasants.
Oh.
And that's a problem. Why?
Nope, I didn't say it's a problem. I just said you can't do it yet. That's all.
It's 150 feet, and I understand. Okay.
It is 150 feet. Okay. With extended spell, you can do 300.
So no violence now means more violence later.
Later. But yeah, so maybe what I can do is I can bring you guys to a map, and you guys can tell me if you just go drive on, or if you decide to get involved.
Let's get dangerous. Ooh, new map.
New map.
Looks very white.
I think. Did I put so? Right now, you guys are here. Can you see this?
The buffet line that you got set up? Yeah, I see the buffet line.
Yeah, and if you scroll out far enough, there is a giant buffet line.
I'll have some of course 1, course 2.
To set this up, the creature is right about there. So I need to move the creature. Boop, right about there. And then to give you guys an idea of dealing with, show me what we're working with. Do a little shift click. Oh, come on. You gotta do the thing I asked you to do. Come on.
Yeah, do the thing.
There we go. That's the thing.
Oh.
And what you see behind it is just, I'm just going to start putting, you know what? I'm just going to draw a red line through it because it's been eating everybody and these guys are all dead.
We should probably save a couple of these
As
guys.
you watch, you see this like, you see this young woman like turn around and look at it and start to scream, and right as her mouth opens, the creature comes down and just goes, oh, and just swallows her whole as her scream is muted. What do you guys want to do? I should
Talk about a flavored enemy.
talk about that. All right, let me see if I can grab you from a different map, and I will.
And we're on that river. It's frozen.
It is frozen. You
We're
are in
sledding down there.
Yeah, just doing.
And the I don't see the creature on the. Oh, there it goes. I see
Yep.
it now.
You gotta do a lot of zooming.
Gotcha. Okay. And is there any shadow? Am I in shadow? Is there any shadows? Or are there out? Is there any trees out here? Or is it just wide open tundra?
So they are kind of in a very open space. That's between two hill ridges. So maybe like along one side, there's some shadows you could skirt along.
Okay.
I don't want to sell you short on it. So oh,
I'm gonna try some movement. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything when I get I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything to I potentially would be able to get to it, but I'm not sure. Um okay.
also, Puent, I don't have an icon for you. So if you want to use Mirajor for this battle and then get me one, I will update.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about that until we just started, and I was like, ah, shit. Sorry about that.
If I use Step of the Wind, that allows me to dash. So that would give me my movement plus my movement, correct? And that would be an action plus a bonus action? Like, is it my or is that it's a movement
Your
plus a
Step of the
dash, which
Wind
is a
is
bonus.
the bonus action that doubles with your movement, correct? So you still have your action. You just have done a bonus action and your movement action. I think that's
Okay, so it's a
But
bonus plus my movement.
Kevin can probably answer that better than
Yeah.
I.
No, I think that is correct.
And no
Um,
difficult terrain.
Correct. I'm not encumbered by difficult terrain. So if I step of the wind, that gives me 110 feet that I can travel. If there is some sort of shadow, I can shadow step. Oh no, those are all bonus actions. Never mind. I can only do one or the other.
You
I
can't
want more
hop
bonus
the
actions.
bonus.
Is there a feat that gives me more bonus actions?
Not that I've learned of yet, but interesting thought.
I don't need more action, just more bonus actions.
So this is maybe something that we can think about, because this game I'm very open to experimenting and trying things. In other systems, there are rule sets that if you forego one action, you can double down on others. But I don't know how that would work with regards to like what you would be giving up for an additional bonus action kind of thing.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to get to him enough to use an action. So can I use my action to either to shadow step, which is typically a bonus, but can I use my action to shadow step?
Do you need to start in a shadow to go to a shadow?
It suggests that, yeah, when you are in dim light or darkness,
Well,
as
how
a
about
bonus
this?
action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see that is also in dim light or darkness.
What if you ducked underneath the carriage
Mm-hmm.
where the sun wouldn't be, and then rocketed yourself some 60 feet, like left or right of where all these people are running, and I would say that you could do that, and you've only used maybe like 5 feet of your movement to crawl underneath the carriage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So then,
if you want to move yourself 60 feet to the left or the right of the line of people screaming and running, feel free.
well, I would still want to move my movement and do step of the wind, which is the dash action for a bonus, and shadow step. So it would give me 170 feet.
Okay, so move yourself 170 feet, but maybe
Is there difficult terrain?
it's snow, so it is without having like your snowshoes on, it would be difficult terrain.
Well, you have snowshoes, and you can save a key point by not using Dash of the Wind and just taking a regular dash, right? Because if you have your snowshoes, then you're good.
Oh yeah, I mean I could just use just taking a dash. I don't need. So just using my bonus.
Yeah, action and move action.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you wanted, you could then, well, because you're bonusing to teleport, right?
Right, exactly. So so I'll use.
So you save a
point
key
for that. Oh no, actually, I don't use a key point for that at all. Okay, so no key points used, and I can move 170 feet.
All right, the black lines can be shadow that you can find.
Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, so put yourself where you want to be.
I don't even know. Is that me?
.9, 169.2.
Mm-hmm.
I think your first bit was probably the best one. Just boop, there you are.
Oops. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I just didn't know if I wanted to be above or below.
All right, you guys see this like happening, and obscurity just is like it's on. I think that what I'd like to do, just for this is I just want to see if this creature has the chance to eat more people before you go. So I'm just gonna roll initiative. So if everybody wants to roll initiative, you know what? Don't roll initiative. Just
damn it, Mike.
He's not mirroring.
Ah.
Hold on, wait. You don't have to do it. God damn it, Sylvanus, you're so good. You're just so good. I'm not as good as Mirajor in initiative, but I rolled an 11 total. Like, there's no doubt that you're gonna beat me. So yeah, so everybody move, and then I'll make other things happen.
Swordways, I'm gonna blast him.
That's such a downgrade for everyone. Now I'm hoping someone dies. And it's just like, go crazy for initiative.
So basically, you want me to bring Mirajor back just for the initiative?
No, but kinda.
No, but yes. No, but
No, do what you want, but it's like, ah, shit, that's right. Because every time it was, like, literally the only reason that I'm giving you shit right now is because I literally just felt like a sense of smugness where it's just like, haha, we are definitely going for, oh shit, he's gone. Shit, I loved our little bunny. I certainly wasn't doing the initiative.
Our little one-trick bunny.
No, I think more than that, but, you know, fast as shit. He was right there. Okay, we're on guard. Let's go.
Tom, it doesn't matter what you roll. It doesn't matter
No.
what you roll. Always.
Oh, nat 20. No, you rolled an 11, so
that was the
you
last
win.
Fight. I'm like, I got a nat 20. Oh, shit.
Well, let me put it this way. Let me
You
see
didn't
how
roll a 3 or lower.
let me see how Point goes tonight, and we'll see about next week.
Yeah, again, I'm not pressuring you or anything like that. So don't. I'm just screwing around. But it is a very nice little thing considering how we have it set up.
I'm not pressuring you or anything. I'm just saying I'm really disappointed.
So listen, I think
Kevin knows I don't give a shit about what he thinks. So
the lemon law will.
That's not
apply.
true.
So a 2-week moratorium. If anybody is like
too much.
Enter off, and after 2 sessions I don't like it. Like, you have 2 sessions to decide what you want.
Yeah, you can kill him after 2 sessions.
But no. In the first 2 sessions, once we hit 3, you're locked in for the book, unless you die.
For life.
For life. All right. So I've seen Nim move. I've seen Obscurity move. Is anybody? I have to move the map back because there's a lot going on. What is everybody else doing?
I will move as well.
Roll for drama. Remember that once you're on the snow, it's difficult terrain. Unless you have... Wait, no, you have your snowshoes. You're good. I'm sorry. That's right. You have your snowshoes. I'll just say you can put them.
So, just how far is the? So far, I will do a double movement. So I'll use my action to dash to get to about there.
It's so shocking to me how fast Obscurity and Nim are. Like you're like it's like one of those charts where you're like, this is a chicken, this is a dinosaur, this is a velociraptor, this is an ultrasaurus. That's what this looks like right now. All right. So I see Moruk has moved up. Sylvanus, or did Sylvanus just move Moruk?
Oh wait, did I move Morok or?
I think you moved Moruk.
Okay.
Because Sylvanus, you're still in the carriage next to Balin.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm still on the ship.
Okay. All
The
right,
the
that's
elf
your
ship
carriage.
in
You're
sequin.
running your carriage.
I think
It's on water. It's a ship.
Corinth.
It's a ship.
Goddamn captain!
I'm always the captain.
Your captain too hard.
Harbor dies. He replaces that captain with his own character. No one gets promoted. I'm the captain.
Oh my god.
Look at me. I'm still the captain now.
All right, so
I think
Savannah.
Corinth is accidentally with us as well.
Yeah, I don't know. She shouldn't be then.
She was just so eager.
Yeah.
She left her post entirely.
She was like, I need to find out who he was working for. Fuck that. I'm out.
You're one of the leaders of Sequin. I don't give a shit. I'm going with these guys.
Moruk, are you staying in the carriage or are you going to get out? What are you doing?
I'm gonna stay in the carriage. I'm gonna drink some hot chocolate. And
Yep.
Stay going.
Balin is 100% like, oh yes, that sounds like a much better idea than going out there. It's cold. They could die.
I know.
I know. Here, let me
With where we are, would we recognize these as sequence people?
No, these are definitely descendants.
Sequinians.
which are people
Oh,
who've been-
okay.
I also think that once you two are left in the carriage, Balin is like, I didn't want to show this in front of the others, but
Whoa.
have you ever had these? And he pulls out a little package of tiny marshmallows to put in the hot car.
Oh. Okay. Awesome. I'm happy that that's what this was.
Wow, that could have gone a lot
nervous
worse.
for a second.
Have you ever seen this?
Yes.
Listen,
What?
there was definitely
Tom!
a game TJ was in where I had a weird thing go down. So I made a character dance for an old man once. So yeah, you never know. You never know.
Well, I mean, you could have let the word breathe. He pulls out a tiny package of marshmallows.
Oh, marshmallow.
Oh,
Yeah, but
well.
you know what? Good. I'll take that for next time.
Timing.
So, all right. So you guys have all spent your actions and moved. There's some people enjoying marshmallows in the caravan. There's Balin right there.
We're calling it nowadays, I guess so.
Everybody that's here is gonna go like, they can only move 30 feet.
He's roasting his
Yeah,
marshmallows.
because
Yeah.
they are
Just letting
all
them soak,
exhausted
you know?
and have been running for a while. So I'm basically just moving everybody.
Mike,
No attacking the David Duchovny looking dudes.
I mean, if you want,
they're not in range yet, but Mike, do you have anything that your guy has as like a distinguishing feature, or like whether it's his weapon or his hair or his face, like a scar or anything in particular? His armor.
Not that I've created, no.
Okay.
Oh no!
What type of weapon?
I just have the map zoomed out so far that I was like, wait a minute, why is he not large? And I'm like, oh no, he is large. Cool. So like,
Just
the
a quarter
monster
stone.
He's a
moved
wizard.
Up,
Okay.
the monster moved up and just devours, like, just like eats through more people, and just people are still screaming and trying to run away. He is, or it is. I'm not assigning gender to this thing. It is clearly just ripping people apart. Like, it doesn't even seem to be swallowing them whole anymore. It's just marring them as if to just enjoy the massacre. And it is your turn again. How did you get there, Obscurity? Did you have to use all your actions to get there, or what did you do?
No, I only needed to use my move and my bonus.
Okay.
And now I have an action, which I'm going to attack with.
Okay.
With just my move and my bonus, it gets me 110 feet.
Okay.
So I that was only 80 something feet away.
Oh shit.
I want to like.
I really like this picture too. I'm just gonna put that in there. Just put it on that picture too. All right, 23 is a hit. I'm assuming you've got more than that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold up. Okay. I mean, you can roll damage, but hold up. Keep going.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, that's consistency right there, folks.
Okay. And now I'll use a key point. And I will flurry of stunning strike first.
So stunning strike will be part of one of those first hits.
Correct.
Okay. So I need to give you a con save. Yes.
Correct. DC 15.
Okay. DC 15.
Which I imagine would be kind of easy for this thing.
Do I break out the Sauron dice? No, I'm going to use the Strahd dice for this. Okay. Con save. I got exactly a 15.
Okay. And flurry of blows.
Oh my god, another 23. Okay. You are averaging like crazy.
Okay, broke the average.
All right, but that crit means you get another attack.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I just doubled the dice. Do I still get my doubling the dice bonus or for?
Oh yeah,
like,
no, you made a crit. It just gives you another hit.
Gotcha. I forgot. Okay.
If you want to roll a 1 on this and then hit yourself, that'd be great. But sure, nope, you didn't. You hit again.
Okay. And that was a flurry of blows.
Okay, so
hold on. We'll add
hold
it
on.
up. Give me a second.
Well, no, you're going to add it up, but I'm just making a mark. So you've got 1, 2,
Stunning
3,
strike.
4, 3, 4, 5 hits on this. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Okay. Add up
And
your
stunning
damage.
strike.
But the stunning strike didn't hit.
Another one.
Oh, make another save. Okay, all right.
Correct.
That was a nat 20. So yeah, the Strahd
Okay.
dice are coming through big right now.
God.
Okay. Which fun fact? The Strahd dice were bought in Ireland and brought back to finish that game off. But okay. So what was the total damage that you did? Because there's some stuff that's going to happen.
Mm. 53 points of damage.
All right. Here's a fun fact.
I think it's 55.
Oh,
55?
okay.
Right.
Go with that one.
Here's a fun fact about Remorazes.
I think it's 82.
Whenever, and I'm going to ask you what you want to do, because I wanted to let you have your turn.
Yeah.
Whenever a creature is within 5 feet of it, and it does melee damage to it, that creature takes 3d6 points of fire damage. So you just hit it 5 times, so that's 15d6 points of fire damage I'm going to deal to you right now, unless you want to say that after the first one hit, you stopped. It's up to you.
No.
Okay. Okay, so you do 55 points of damage to it, and I will mark that down if it'll let me.
Does that happen even with melee magical melee?
Yes.
Okay.
And a creature that touches the Remoraz or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet takes 3d6 points of fire damage.
And it's not like 3d6 for my attack. It's 3d6 for every attack that hits or every attack I hit.
If you missed it 5 times, I do no damage to you.
Okay.
But the fact that you hit it means that this is the sort of counterattack that occurs. So that's why you were doing a flurry of, you did 2 hits and then went into a flurry of blows, and I figured that happens in less than a second. So
Yep.
I wanted to see
Sure
what
does.
happened, give you the option of do you stick with that, or did the first one maybe register and you're like, that's owie and I don't want to deal with it.
Nope. I don't feel pain when I'm attacking.
Feel no pain.
I'm gonna have to feel it afterwards. So
Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
That's very berserker of you.
It's a berserker monk. I mean, actually, that's pretty scary to say for sure. I will say that puts roughly a mark on it. Roughly, I'm being generous, and then I'm gonna roll.
wow, 50 some odd points of damage, roughly a mark, and that's generous.
Yeah, this is a big boy. Well, yeah, it's a big boy. So let's do it this
It'd
way.
be nice if I had that sword right now and I'd get some fire resistance.
So 15 d6. 15 d6. There's no additional thing to it, but you take 52 points of fire damage.
Okay.
You literally take almost the same amount of fire damage that you do. How are you
That's
doing?
okay. I have friends. I'm fine.
They're way back there trying to catch up, but I have
I know.
them.
What I did was I ran so far ahead and then punched this thing hit this thing a bunch of times with my nunchucks, and then hit it as well with my knees and fists and hands, and oh shit. And I will say that the fire from the Remoraz is like an innate thing. They do not have to think about it. If you touch a Remoraz, you are burnt by it. The only time that doesn't affect it is if it's dead. So
Okay.
So that happens when they're mating?
Prevented this.
Correct. Even if you had stunned it, it would have been unable to attack you, but you still would have been taking fire damage from it.
So that damage happens when they're mating?
Well, so here's the fun part about Remoraz is they are immune. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you this. Remorazes are immune to cold and fire damage, and in fact, that's why both dwarves and fire giants will actually use these things to like be part of their forges.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, Sylvanus, are you moving?
Yeah, I'll move next. Let me see, where are we?
Because I think the rest of us have moved.
Except for the Coco King.
Oh, Jesus Christ, obscurity. You're so
Anytime
fucking
now,
far away.
guys. He's really not that far away. I don't know
You
what's taking so long.
blew.
Is nobody wearing snowshoes?
There we go.
Let's face it, snowshoes are clown shoes for the snow, and so you just see as you're getting dealt this damage, everybody like flap 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 in the snow, as other people are trying to run away.
They all look like fucking dwarves.
Alright. Yeah, if he's moving up there, I'm gonna move up. Let's see, what do I have? 60 feet.
You could put spiritual weapon out there, couldn't you?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff with 60 feet. If I'm only moving the 40 feet, I have
Action and bonus.
excuse me, a full action. So
Somebody moved me by accident, I think.
Probably Sylvanus.
that checks out.
Oh, Wait,
He's taking over everyone else.
I'm sorry.
He's like, I'm acting. I'm in your character now.
My mistake.
Character acting.
Yoink, there you go.
I mean, I don't mind being that much closer, but, you know, Tom bitches if he cheats and all that stuff. He can cheat, but nobody else can.
Right.
That's true.
I mean, yes, absolutely. Why would I deny that?
Did we learn something about the
Yes.
this beast?
The Remoraz, this is what you know, without rolling any checks, is that the Remoraz, if you are within 5 feet and you strike it, you take fire damage. Obscurity learned that, and it says a very difficult lesson, because she beat the shit out of it and did some 55 points of damage to it, and got it to a wound marker, but also then took 52 points of fire damage in return. The other fact that I kind of let slip is that Remorazes are immune to both fire and cold.
How fucking lame.
Well, we could have remembered that if we made our real person history check. Could I get a cha save?
Charisma save. Ooh, I don't think this is gonna. Actually, can I?
That's what I'm hoping.
All right. Yeah. All right. Charisma save. I rolled a 7 and I have a -3 to, so that's a 4.
So I attempt to send one creature that I can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished.
Is this Gias?
This is banishment. No, Gias is I take control of your fucking life for a month.
Okay. All right. So
I can't wait to fucking sit someone down and use that.
All right. So you, this creature goes from exploding fire at obscurity to just gone. I think. So
now it's only gone for a minute.
Yep.
But
so I'm gonna do this and go put it on the.
That's 10 fucking turns.
Yep.
So let's set up and let's get ourselves patched up. Get people clear out of there. That's the biggest thing.
All right, hold on. I just want to do this for the sake of the people that aren't dead. So to get here would take them 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We'll say that's going to take, for the last person, the straggler, it's going to take them 8 rounds to get on the dice. However, I'm going to make all of you make an intelligence check, including Moruk. Why do I even ask anybody to do anything besides just some?
I am.
So,
what a nerd!
You guys recognize? Yeah, the nerd. So Venice quickly is.
Oh, look at Moruk! How cool!
Yeah, Moruk's like, I can do
High five!
If this many people rush onto the ice, as well as the creature, it may very well break the ice. So you may want to consider doing something with them, as opposed to them just rushing to the carriage. But with that, everybody else's movement speed is high enough that you guys can put yourselves wherever you want to be. And then you will have 2 rounds. Well, you guys can basically do whatever you want at this point. And then when you're set up and ready, I'll say that the banishment resolves and the creature reemerges. If that works, if that makes sense.
God damn it!
You were talking on mute? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to suggest that we get everyone and we direct them to the other side of the river.
Okay. With their movement speed, they can do that. I can get them all on the far side of the river.
Is anyone
in the red line is dead.
just dead, not a chance
They're either eviscerated or they're in the thing's stomach in another dimension, right?
Okay. All right, everyone, come back. Obscurity, come back.
Okie doke.
Gwent, come back.
I was just like, when the thing disappeared, I just fell face down into the snow, and I was just really enjoying the coolness on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's not what I want to do.
Oh, this is way better.
All right, you guys put yourselves wherever you want to be. If anybody wants to try to help Obscurity, because Obscurity's pretty fucked up right now, have at it.
I'm too far away. I can't see shit.
Dude, she went right by you.
Yeah.
Oh.
There is a sound effect in this battle like music that I haven't heard until right now, where it is a female voice that goes ah, and
yeah.
I'm now making it now is like making my day because it's the most ridiculous like just comment to make in the middle of this like sword fight music. All right.
Oh, did we already defeat the damn thing? Okay.
No, it's in another dimension, my friend.
It's coming
Spell
back.
was cast.
Okay. Fine.
However, if it and all the people made it onto the ice would probably break, and your carriage would be fucked. As well as maybe Balin and Moruk, as they're still just enjoying some hot cocoa.
Would it alone on the ice cause it to break, do we think, or no?
Maybe. The creature's size as well as the heat that it is generating, which you are now very familiar with. And also, Gwent, are you just going to hang out there, or are you going to come back?
Well, I thought we were getting in range to fuck this thing up.
No, we're bringing it back to and the people are still going to keep going further beyond the lake.
Keep going. They're not stopping.
Yeah. We're also going to take the carriage off the sleigh off the river.
When I get back, can I cast a healing word on Obscurity to give her some health back as a bonus action?
No.
Yeah, sure can.
I'm pretty sure I said if anybody wants to help Obscurity, you should probably do that. But
no, you missed your chance though.
Party said no. Party has said no.
Time's up.
All right.
Moving on. That being said, am I like the definitive front line now?
You get 13 hit points back.
I'll take it. Appreciate it.
And
I just want to clarify. I believe I am currently the definitive front line. Like obviously, Obscurity, you immediately get to the front. Trust me, I know the feeling. I've still got Guy Sensei over there as my icon because I know the feeling. But you're a frontliner, but not a tank.
Yeah, no, I'm not a tank, but I only have melee. I mean, my daggers, I could throw them, which is what I'm going to do now. But
right, exactly, and that's what I was going to suggest. Maybe we invest in some darts and stuff like that at the very first market that we find.
Actually, I think I might have darts. One of them might be darts. Let me see. Yeah.
If along the way we do a short rest and we're not able to do a long rest, I would probably try to do a song of rest in order for everyone to regain an extra 1d8 of hit points at the end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll do the
that's-
battle first.
You're
That's
not,
as long
you're not ready
as
for a
you-
rest just yet, and you don't have enough time. So everybody
no.
is where they want to be.
No, we're moving. Okay. These guys have to get off because they are. I can't move.
I don't. I'm not going to move them, but yeah, you can. They're off. It's fine.
I can't move Bing Bang. But yeah.
Hey, so
Who's
question.
Bing
Wait a
Bang?
minute.
Palin is
And,
now
on,
Big
hold
Bang. I
on.
love it. I love it.
and these guys. Hey, I get the first letter right most of the time. So
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I love it. Like,
Every
this is
time.
Ambassador Bing Bang.
these
Come on,
guys.
Palin.
Yeah, I mean that's so cool. These guys are a little further, but just clarifying
no,
that.
You had said it. Totally get it. I just wanted to get them off the
Yep.
map and the creature and everything. So, all right. So with
Obscurity,
that,
you lunatic. There are trees all over the place.
wait. Did you
There's literally a tree right here, but that's fine. You
I
crazy
know,
one.
and but you guys are gonna.
That's-
attract
that's
it,
fine.
And I'll just be hitting it from behind.
That's fine. If that's your go-to, you distract it. I'll get it from behind.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa. Well then.
Thanks for catching the obvious,
Just
Eric.
hold up.
I try to do that occasionally.
Yeah. just don't knock
Rogues do it.
try.
Rogues do it from behind. Any WoW nerds? Just me? All right, sad. Sad anyway.
All right, there we go. That was weird. All right, so the creature is going to double move forward, and so that's going to get it to about there. Let's put my finger on the map so I can know where to move it to, and we're going to go chugga, 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 chugga. Nope, it's not going to do that because I grabbed the fucking map thing for some reason. Come on.
What is? Can't leave Tom in front of any of this.
No, you can't. You really can't. Like, I know what I want to do, but I just can't do it. So
My
Alright,
brain
so
say
the
dis.
the creature goes. Rah, 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 rah. No, well, so apparently the words on the map for some reason got put on the token layer as well, and so I grabbed 250 feet and just moved 250 feet. So yeah, so that's why I was like, that's not what I want to
Jesus
do at all.
Christ, Tom. I don't know how you pull this shit off. Like, then you explain the stuff to me, and I'm like, oh, I know how you pulled that off, but I don't know how you could have pulled that off.
All right, so the
I don't know how you can
back.
do that by accident, but
Exactly.
okay.
Couldn't do it
Oh.
intentionally if you tried.
Because you moved it. Oh my god. Jesus. So,
Destroying the vibe.
because it was sitting on 250 feet, and when he went to click it, because it was on the GM layer, same as the 250 feet word,
Actually, no.
he
that
then
was the
chose
250
both
was on the
and
map
brought
layer.
them to the
I
token
clicked on the
layer.
map layer, like mistakenly.
If it was
grabbed the
if it was
creature,
on the
clicked
map
the
layer, we would have seen it to begin with, but it couldn't have been, and that's why it was on the GM layer.
That's rough, buddy.
I know it
The
is.
creature has come back from your spell. It has rushed forward some 60 feet. What do you guys do? Pee your pants, run away?
I guess we wait.
I'm
Ready?
hiding.
Got fireball during those spell slots?
I'm
I mean,
being
we're-
very
we're-
quiet and stealthy.
It's immune to fire.
I don't. That's
So Ben is forgetting things. Let him
Ice
find
balls.
out.
History check?
Nice spell. See what happens.
History check. Here comes another fucking 22. As much as I don't want to give him credit, he will get that.
All right, so
Hey
let me
guys,
let me ask you
he's
this.
not immune to pointy things.
All right,
FYI.
let me ask you this. Are you
Yep.
guys holding for it to get to a certain range?
I'm holding for it to get to 120 feet.
Okay.
I'm holding for it to get within 60 feet, and I'm behind.
So both of those things at the same time.
Oh my god! Okay. So,
Well, she doesn't want to get targeted. She's out in the front. I understand where she's going with this.
I get what you're saying. So how about this?
She
I'm
wants
gonna move-
it to go past
Yeah,
so that it doesn't go.
Right-
It's within
right
60
here
feet. Oh,
is
I'm gonna
100
kill you, and then she
right
just goes,
here
"Oh
is
shit."
150 feet.
I'm hiding.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
denying
exactly.
it.
Okay.
Nobody can see me. We can
So
all.
let me ask you this. Wait,
I'm
how about
really
that?
fucking good at hiding.
Everybody, no one is denying obscurity. Your fucking name is.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
get it. So
Okay.
listen, when the monster gets to 150 feet, does anybody do anything? No.
Not 150, no. I don't
When
think
it
so.
gets
We've
to
got
100
120.
120. All right, so I'm going to get it close to 100 feet, and then you guys can do what you're going to do.
All right,
it's-
so
And those people aren't actually really there.
they
right?
are not there. For
Okay.
the 5th time, they are not there.
Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna ask again later.
Wait,
They are all right there, and they're going to run back on the ice and then die. That's what's going to happen.
They're gonna sacrifice themselves so we can kill this
Fuck.
thing.
You
But
guys
not
are
not in a way
that
that's
is
even
way more
helpful.
appealing.
They just run into a freezing river and all die.
All right, Tom, can the creature make a wisdom saving throw? 17 to beat it.
I don't know if it can, but let's find out.
They
Wisdom.
didn't try.
It
Wisdom.
doesn't have a negative.
Well, it
it's not
can
like
make a
charisma roll
save.
I made.
It's not that it
Does-
can win
so it was-
or make
I
it.
needed a 17. I rolled an 11. What
Okay,
happened?
so it takes 4d10 of psychic damage.
Oh, it's immune to. No, it's not immune to that. So yeah. So
I know.
roll that damage.
It's going to be 19 points of damage.
Well, that's pretty average. So okay.
Oh,
What a bitch.
I know. I tried.
I mean, he could have done 40. He could have done what? 4. So
4?
Yeah,
Guys-
so half is what it
Yeah.
is.
19 is basically average. So yeah.
Guys, if you want to let them get closer, I can toss a hold monster on them.
I don't want to let him get closer, so
We definitely
Well-
want to get him on the ice, though.
Well,
So,
I mean, I can only get them to 90 feet.
Kevin, I have to ask. I have to
Fireball
ask a
on the
favor.
ice.
Wait. I just have to ask a favor. So, because my fucking computer is so old, when you start manipulating the map while we're doing a map, my shit starts getting crazy. So, I appreciate what you're doing, but can we not move the tokens? Because otherwise, I have to refresh every 4 minutes. So,
I say we start a fund to get Tom a better computer.
you know what? I appreciate that. I applaud it. Thank you very much. But I'm just working with what I got for the moment. But all right. So Venice launches this like crazy psychic attack that drops it almost to half health. What are the rest of you doing, or are you not taking any actions right now?
I'm hiding.
no, I've got a moonbeam.
Yeah.
And
He's
save
still
the
out of-
fireballs for when he's on the river. Fireball might not do damage to him, but it'll definitely help melt the hole in the river.
Yeah, just aim at the actual ice.
Yeah.
He's still out of my range, so
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything else?
No.
Yes, moonbeam.
Oh.
Actually, Moonbeam is like what, 120 feet or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right. So what's the save you need?
That is a question
Con?
that. Wait, where's fucking Nomadus? I don't know why I'm
Radiant
saying
damage.
that.
I didn't think that there was a save for it.
No, there is a save to it.
Hold on. My character sheet went away.
This is Dex. This is Dex save.
Definitely not Dex.
Spells. Moonbeam.
DC strength
Con save.
140.
It is a con save. Nice. Okay.
Yes. Okay, I guess
save,
you're
here we
rolling it
go.
instead of actually giving the information. That's fine. And you're
What do I
rolling
need
it
to- what do I
twice.
need to beat?
16.
All right. These things have a +5 to their Constitution,
Ooh,
but I only rolled a 9, so I do not.
nice. So that is unfortunately only 12, but
It's
12
still
damage.
Still damage, and it is enough damage to make me have to put another mark on it. This thing is at half health. It is bloodied right now.
Nice.
All right. So is that what everybody can do for right now?
get him
Okay.
within a 90 feet and I can screw him up.
All right.
How to get off the sled.
God damn it.
Aurora finishes his
What?
hot chocolate. He slowly gets up.
So as you guys do this, and start slinging spells at this, do a quick thing. Yeah, it rolls.
I can
with
still
nine.
toss something at it.
Do you want to do it?
No, I just wanted to say I
want
could.
to. I just want to get back in the carriage.
Just want
This
to go
hot
back to the
chocolate is
courtyard.
great. This old man, he knows he knows what's up with these marshmallows.
It's like the French hot chocolate.
I'm sorry. If you want to know about how to hang out, a diplomat is probably the right person to figure that out.
I'm gonna need a dex save from it as a ball of force comes at this guy. It's a fireball,
Alright,
but it's
go.
gonna be changed to
All right.
Force ball?
They've got a +1 to Dex. He rolls an 11 for a 12. I don't think that's enough.
that is not.
Better not be.
It's gonna say fire, but it's force.
Okay.
That's not
Wow.
Just
Well done.
smashes him into the fucking ground.
the amount of 1s and 2s I got were kind of sad, but still, it's a lot
Okay.
of stuff.
Yeah. Holy
But you
shit.
guys- But the 5s, 6s made up for it.
Yeah, a little bit. They helped, but yeah, the 1s and 2s, like that could have been a lot more. He lucked out with a fucking 32.
It's average.
All right. So with that hit,
Can't wait for the bigger ones.
anybody else doing anything? Is that it?
No, I think
Hit him
that's
with the 90 feet.
all of the
Okay.
120s. The now we move to the next one.
All right. Well, here's the fun part: is as you guys launch your spells and start doing all this damage to it, it roars and dives into the ground, burrowing somewhere. You guys have
Nice.
You guys have some time before it moves somewhere else, and you see it again. But it's doing something right now. What do you guys want to do?
Okay, so
So thankful I'm in this tree right now.
So thankful in this tree right now. I'll tell you what. You guys figure out what you're doing. I'm running to the can. I'll be right back.
60. Okay.
Mike, did you want to ready hold monster, or do you want me to ready it?
Well, I mean, I don't
Why
want
not
to ready
both?
it because if he doesn't
It's-
get within range, he
Yeah.
can't waste the spell. So I'm kind of holding
Yeah.
off on the ready.
But if he's outside of the range of if you ready it, does it use it right away?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't see. I hate that ruling. I wouldn't say that as a DM.
You could see it, Tom.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count on it. But I'm just saying, as a DM myself, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't like. I like the idea of being prepared with it,
Right.
but like, you don't cast Fireball when you're thinking about casting Fireball.
Right.
So it's just like
don't expend the energy. So
my
the energy is
no,
there to be used.
no, my house blew up anyway. It's just like you didn't cast it. It's like no, but I guess I don't have a house now or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Rules is written.
Our opponent used dig, so if we use fly, he can't attack us on the next turn.
Nice. Good call.
So,
Or
Wait.
we could use surf and really sink him.
you know.
Mm-mm. If we're gonna do anything, we're using Earthquake.
Oh, that's true. That he would take double damage. That's right.
Right.
Do I have that?
I don't have my any Kangaskhan or Nido Queen or Nido King available, so can't cast the Earthquake.
Does anybody remember Earthquake from the Samurai Showdown game?
No, I'm aware of Samurai Showdown, but not like any amount.
Oh,
Now, I now feel like Carolyn tonight when Eric was explaining Stardew Valley. No, when I was explaining Animal Crossing. It's like I know of it, but I know nothing more than that. I know the name and that it's a video game.
Tom, is the creature made of metal crystal or stone?
It is not.
Okay. Fair enough.
It is. I don't know if you heard it or not. This is like a flesh and blood, like chitinous insect-like dragon creature that through whatever magics made it is immune to both like fire and cold, but also generates its own heat and is frequently used by fire giants and very, very daring dwarves to be the center of their forges, because it requires either cold or heat to like hatch its eggs and grow them, and that generates like a ton of heat. So it will sit there and just be this constant source of like of heat, flame, etc., that can be used to forge all sorts of magical things. But you have to be near a Remoraz, and if you don't feed it and make it happy, which how do you keep a bug happy? That's to be announced.
Don't kill it.
Don't kill it. Feed it.
Don't start
Maybe-
none, won't be none.
Try to make bombs
Right.
out of its poop. Oh no, that's Hal. Never mind.
Make
Yeah, don't
make
abandon
that.
it for 3 years.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Anything. Jeremy needs to be mad at the guy running the game, not Hal.
I love that it's Hal's fault. I love that idea.
You abandoned me.
Hal comes back from hell looking to change, and all he finds is a world that says "fuck you." That is what Hal has found. The woman he wanted to come back and try to make like some semblance of normalcy with, went insane and killed people. She's gone. The ship that had the only thing that he cared for.
I don't
with
understand.
a weird
Hal
jaw
is
mouth
having
that
his
sailed
fun with
away.
the car.
I don't understand how that didn't make things better with the girl.
My bug left. That's probably a good thing if you were looking
You
for.
killed his wife. You shot the insect, and now he will come for you.
No. Like, I don't want to say this out loud. I don't want to breathe life into this thought. But it turns out that the girl from the haberdashery shop, this little elf, like half-elf lady, went mad with elven bloodlust, tried to attack Novin's ship, but for some unknown reason, scaled the mast and killed Jeremy before being killed herself. Is basically the worst fucking news for Hal ever.
Just
You will have murder and suicide by
quick.
terror.
No, all I'm thinking is write that down. No, what I'm really thinking is, my dog Pungo run over by a carriage. My goldfish Goldie eaten by the cat. My cat choked on the goldfish. Oh, it's good to be back, ain't it, Master Hal?
All right, so hold on. But because that was fun, and for anybody who doesn't play Pirates, don't worry about it. Hal's character is the best and the worst at all times, and everybody else is
Mostly the worst.
I was gonna say everyone else is the worst. But so this creature has burrowed underground and moved somewhere. You're not sure where. Is anybody doing anything? I know Obscurity's like, I'm in a tree, you don't know. But anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna ready a 4th level spell.
What is the trigger going to be for the spell?
Seeing it emerge from a hole nearby within 60 feet of me. Well, seeing it emerge from the ground within 60 feet of me, that is the trigger of me sending it up.
Does a readied action need to be more specific than that, or no? I asked just because I read about this several weeks ago for another scenario, and I can't remember. I know that you, as the player, can specify the situation, but I think can it be as broad as when I see it, it does it, or does it have to be more specific? And because we're already at like 11:15, I'm gonna say let's roll with that for now, but let's dive into that if we need to for other things, because I think it needed to be like, if they come through the door or I see them over here, I don't know if it can just be like if they're in my span of vision, because really we don't do facing, so your vision is 60 feet all around you.
Well, I figured they're not going to dig through the river, so...
Well, I guess if you look at what happens on your turn, you don't have to say, oh, since I was facing this way, I use my action to turn to my left, and then on the next turn I'm going to cast a spell. It's more of, I turn my head and cast a spell. And with the reaction, it's just kind of the same thing.
I guess so. I think... Okay, you know what? Yes, let's roll with it, because I don't want to hold it up. I think that maybe that's something that's worth a bit of a deep dive, but for right now, okay. So, let me just do a quick math. Okay. Erupting out of the ground, the base of the tree you're all standing near. This is what goes down. Boom. So Venice, you had a held action. What do you do?
Yes, it needs to make a Wisdom 17 saving throw.
Yes, it needs to do this. All right. So again, I'm rolling my Strahd dice right now. Wisdom. This creature has no positive, no negative. It's just a straight roll. That is a 17 on the die, my friend. 17 on the die.
Damn.
Do you? Is it like a sucker save spell? Or
This was like a sucker save. Yeah, this was polymorph.
Oh boy!
Right. Tom, quick question: how long was it gone? Was it just the one turn?
So it burrowed. You guys had your turn. It then burrowed again and reappeared. So it is the. I think this would be the next turn, but it's in the turn order. Does that make sense?
The only thing, I just where it was, I had moved 60 feet from that with my guy. On our quote-unquote turn, I moved it 60 feet. So if it just did on its next turn, if it was able to move from there to there in one turn, then I've got no problem with it. But if it took an extra turn, I just want this guy to be closer. That's all.
So,
if it was one turn, that's fine. Because if we're just kind of waiting around, just seeing.
I think that's it's a good question, and I had moved it. Basically, I had moved it to roughly here from where it was, and then I shifted across the ice to there. If that is, I thought that like I had measured it out, and if that's not appropriate, then I apologize. But that's what I had done. I had done with it.
So can it make that?
Sorry.
Can it make it there in one turn?
I thought it could. I measured out what we could do, and I thought that had worked. I don't have its location on the map anymore right now. I think
so. It was 60 feet from where I was, so right here. So if we go from there,
so hold on.
If it could have made, if it can go 150, then that's fine. I'm just looking to see if I'm moving my guy a little bit, or if
let's do that. Let's do this, because maybe, like, again, I thought that I had done this correctly, but if I didn't, I don't want to fuck anything up. So I'm going to say that maybe right here then. Cool with that? Would that be all right?
So my only question is, did it make it there in one turn?
No, this would be its second move.
Okay, then that's all. I just want this to be closer then, because I can move my moonbeam. I just needed to know that I can move it.
Yeah, I was setting up that it basically got there, came up, it was going to make one attack, and then that was its turn.
Yep.
But okay, so in that case, sorry, Nim, but it's going to attack you because now it has no
Yep.
other options. Where it showed up, it had the chance of maybe eating Balin, but
No,
now it's only got you. All right.
although we also don't want him to eat me because I have even more money than Balin.
Well, I don't want it to eat anybody. I want you guys to win this. But also, let's see what happens. All right. I'm going to assume it does, but I'm going to ask. Does a 24 hit you?
24 does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so there's two parts of this. They're going to happen. One is the bite, and one is the fire damage. So here comes the bite damage, and then here comes the fire damage. So 53 points of damage comes down on you.
Christ.
I think that's going to require a 25 con save for if you're not down.
No, it would be 2 different con saves.
Nope, this is all part of the same attack.
Oh, okay.
The fire damage is part of the bite.
Yeah, that's alright, so it's 53 you said?
It's 53, so 25 probably makes sense, I would think. Or
26, but yeah.
All right, yeah, okay.
Not that I want to put it out of range of myself, but fuck.
Oh shit, that is so.
No, that's 1. Ah, shit.
Oh man. All right. Wait, did you have advantage on it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So yeah, but
No.
unfortunately, Moonbeam goes away. You take a considerable bite, and it's now your turn because it's right there.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna toss a hold monster on him.
Okay. Just so you guys know, Balin has Mage Hand, Mending, Prestidigitation, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Cure Wounds, Disguise Self, Silent Image, Detect Thoughts, Tongues, and Sending.
So useless.
Hold yourself, Obscurity. Fucking relax over there in that tree. You learn nothing from almost killing yourself?
Wait. Also, just
I
to
mean,
just to
I
just
was
as
near it, so I
Tremor
did learn
Raz
something.
doesn't have tremor sense. That's why it was aware where people.
Wow, okay, so that's how it is.
Fucking tremors over here.
I thought we were cool. I thought things were progressing, and then here I find out.
I feel Obscurity is just Mal in a different guise. I'm just saying.
How do you figure? What am I doing? What has happened?
I need a wisdom save from.
I'm praying that this this
hold
hold
on.
monster takes into effect,
wisdom
so I
is
can
a
move
plus-
away
Wisdom is a +0, and I
before
rolled
you start
12 on the die.
exploding it.
So
That is
it
lower than
it is
15.
held. It is held.
No. It is paralyzed.
I'm sorry. Yes, it is paralyzed.
Mega
Means
hell.
Attacks against this creature have advantage, I believe. Yes.
Was my ready to action in the previous set or in this set?
Your ready to action went off and it passed the save.
Okay.
Paralyzed.
After, so it attacks.
But it is now everybody's turn. It's everybody's turn.
I'm gonna do a Eldritch Blast. Ugh, that didn't work.
That does not. Well, I
Wait.
believe that. Wait. Do you have advantage though, or is it just melee attack paralyzed?
Attack rolls. Any attack rolls.
Any attack roll. So roll that again. So that is.
Did a 17 hit?
Holy shit! But all right, a 28 hit. So hold on. And yes,
That'll
the
do,
17
pig.
is the magic
That'll
number.
do.
Just so hold on. So how much damage do you do with that?
That's 4,
wow.
but then you get another one.
Oh, you get another one. They're gonna do another 4 points of damage. Woo!
Hold
That's
on.
a miss.
Wow, that was a dick.
That's a myth. Wait, listen. Hold up. Anyways, Obscurity. What are you doing right now? Are you throwing things?
Yep.
The Aurora Borealis is out, man.
Mhm.
All right. So, So are those? I thought you had said you rolled a 17 or no?
I did. That was my first attack with advantage.
So I'm sorry. All I'm seeing is a 13 and 11 on mine.
Oh,
so
that's higher up.
The 17 was up there when the hold monster.
It's after Nim's Constitution
Oh.
throws.
Okay, so a 17 does hit. That is the creature's.
Right. So only one of my hits.
So what does it do?
Oh. It does damage.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Unless it's fire or cold. You did 12 points of damage with a dart?
With
It's a really
dagger.
cool dart.
Yeah, you should be throwing those more. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, all of my weapons do the same amount of damage. Except for the dart, it does it.
But that definitely gets it past its next threshold. All right, so Venice is gone. Didn't really do much. I'm not trying to be rude, but you didn't. Because one dagger did more than 2 Eldritch Blasts. All right, what's everybody else doing? Remember, if you get within 5 feet, you're going to take fire damage.
Well, the spiritual weapon has an auto crit on it.
Does it?
Any attack that hits a creature that is the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Spiritual
Because
weapon is
it's-
adjacent to it.
Oh, yeah.
But who
Well,
had a spiritual weapon out?
Well,
Does it?
I'm going to, but
I'm sorry. Okay.
but no, you're right to be confused, because I think he was thinking the moonbeam.
Oh yeah, well,
Okay. All right.
But
The moonbeam-
the moonbeam is gone, but I'm gonna throw out a spiritual weapon. So
Okay.
Hold on,
just-
there's another 12 points of damage on the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody just pause
hold-
for a
yeah,
sec.
yeah.
I want to do this. There's a whole bunch of rolls from obscurity and from.
Right,
from
yeah.
Obscurity. What's happening? What are you?
there,
doing?
we'll take.
Okay, so how many daggers hit, and what have you done for damage?
No, now I didn't do daggers. I did darts for my next one, and it's 12 more points of damage.
Okay, so
And
12
now I'm
more.
done.
12 more total points of damage.
Correct.
Okay, all right. And then Sylvanas, you said that you hit it again.
No,
What did
no.
you hit it again?
No, I didn't hit it. I was noticing obscurities.
He was talking about me.
Yeah.
You were observing
I was
obscurity.
observing.
Which sounds like a philosophy text.
like,
observing
oh.
obscurity. Okay.
Everyone else is really
So,
making an end in this.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just waiting for other people to go, so I'm
Dagger
so
in the
inside.
monk. Okay, moving on. What are the other people doing?
That's what I'm wondering.
All right, dex saving throw, but it's paralyzed. Does it fail that?
I
should.
think it can't
Believe it
make
does.
saving throws, right? It just fails saving throws.
Let's see. What's it say?
Automatically
strength
fails
and
shows
saves.
and-
That's it.
Okay, damage then. Ah, boo.
But it's critical damage.
Ooh.
Wait. If
What?
it fails, it doesn't critically fail. Or no, that's a different system. I'm sorry. Never mind.
So my damage would have been critical damage, or no?
No, the attacker has to be within 5 feet of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm not within 5 feet either.
No, but your
Ah.
spiritual weapon is.
No, it's still not my spiritual weapon yet. You keep
Alright,
jumping
so
the gun with that.
All right, so it takes
That's
six.
what you just said.
No, it's
takes
3.
six-
No, that was sacred flame.
Oh, okay.
You did.
It starts with an S, okay?
Yeah, I know. You're pulling a me right now.
Okay, wait. Everybody
And,
stop.
and
So did it
and
take?
Collaborate in.
Boromir over here.
Because sometimes, Kevin, when you roll, it comes up twice. Did it take?
It does because I've got two things open. It's only
Okay.
3 points of damage.
Okay, only 3.
A 1 and a 2, which was great. But I am
rolled two
also-
ones on my darts. So.
Oh,
I
nice.
love how I said only Kevin, and there's still more people talking. But okay. So, anyways, Kevin. All right, you've done 3 points of damage. What else are you doing?
Spiritual weapon, which
Spiritual
means
You
it
can
is
just
going
leave the moonbeam
to.
where it is. So yeah. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Roll. Wait, is that a
That's a 13.
13? Do I have advantage
don't
with
you
it?
have advantage on melee strikes though?
Paralyzed creature. Yes.
Yes. So roll again. 17 is the number you're looking for.
Nope.
All right. So it does not hit. Spiritual weapon tries, but does not hit.
Sad.
All right, so Nim, Sylvanas, Obscurity have gone. That leaves Quent and Moruck. What are you guys doing?
Quint already went. He went.
Because you can't. Yeah, because you paralyzed.
Quent
Okay,
went.
sorry. Moruck, what are you doing?
Good question. Trying to figure out what he's not immune to that I can try to attack.
I kind of let it slip right at the beginning. The only immunities that
Thunder.
the Remoraz has is heat and cold. Everything else they are subject to.
Can you put something from 100 yards away with mind bullets?
Yes, they are not immune to mind bullets or garlic powder. Just saying.
Alright, let's go with Mind Sliver. Let's make it an intelligence save.
Yeah, I don't think that's high for him. It is not. -3.
Wah wah.
17 on the die.
14
That
in
means
luck.
only a 14.
Nice. Well, then he fails.
I had no doubt. I had no doubt. -3 is it's a big handicap.
Alright, he's gonna get 6 points of psychic damage, and there's some more stuff with that. Subtract the d4 from his next saving throw he makes before the end of his turn.
Okay, which I think as you guys wrap up and it goes to him, he gets to make a saving throw against hold monster, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
And so he's
-4.
got to do. Is it a -4 or a
minus
D?
d4.
All right. So why don't you roll the D4 and then I'll put that as part of this roll.
No rain. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. It's not bad. But what is the save? It's
Wisdom.
wisdom. Yeah. So I have a 0. So I'm looking at a -2 to this roll. Got to aim high. It's a 19 on the die. All right. So -2 is a 17. Does that pass?
Yes.
All right. The Remoraz looks around, and the only creature that it can see that is within range.
That's at the end of its turn.
Oh, it makes the save at the end of its turn?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Also,
Yeah.
by the way, I know. Great use of the spell. All right. Your turn again, assholes. Go.
Well, that's
Alright,
my only
it's
fault.
finish
It's got
this
three. It's
fucking
got
thing.
3 dot. Oh, Savannah steps up with a 27. Eldritch Blast. Why don't you roll a 1? Oh, 4 points of damage. Great job. All right, moving on.
I can banish it.
A 16.
We
is a
did that
miss.
already.
Yeah. 16
what do we
doesn't
got?
get. Yeah.
All right, Sacred Flame. This time it gets to make the save.
And I'm asking this just because I always forget that Sacred Flame does radiant or fire damage.
Radiant.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And so what is the save? It is
Dex.
Dex 16.
that is a 3 on the dice. So even with a +1, it fails. 10 points
Okay.
of damage.
Better.
This thing is starting to look pretty ragged. It's not down yet, but it's looking real ragged.
So
It
the
needs
Sacred
a,
Flame.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Yep,
Yeah.
took it.
Need to do an intelligence save.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I took the damage from whatever.
That
point
yeah,
I
that's
did. So hold on.
that's what I was clarifying. That it was
Okay.
the 7 for Sacred Flame.
-7 for Sacred Flame, and then it needs to make an intelligence save. Okay.
Yes.
Intelligence is a -3. Come on, roll high. Nat 20 passes. It's fucking Strahd die.
And he takes 5.
Still takes 5, but this Strahd die is coming through.
And then I'm just gonna finish up my spiritual weapon.
Oh, you cast a spell. Just remember, Kevin, I'm just going to put it out there, just not to say that you did anything wrong with this, but remember, too, that with your mace, you have a 10-foot reach, would not make you be affected by the fire.
Yeah.
You extended it. And it is a
Yes,
it is a
I was
it's
considering
free,
it.
It is a free action to push the button. It's not a bonus action, it's a free action.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you
then
said it was
going
a full
forward, I
action.
will know that.
It is an action to shrink it back down if you want. Like if you're walking into a town and you're like, I don't begin with 10-foot reach weapon, like, and just hang it by my side. But I'm sorry if I didn't say that before. I apologize. Okay, but Nim, a 27 is for sure a hit.
8 force damage from the sword, or I guess the scythe.
The spiritual side.
The spiritual scythe. Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, that's actually I love that image of this like ghostly fucking reaping scythe just like cutting through. That just looks, in my mind, that looks really cool. All right. Okay, Nim, that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, so Venice went, Nim went, Puent went, Obscurity went. I think that leaves Moruk. Moruk, have you done something?
Obscurity did not go.
I thought you threw a bunch of blades.
Last
That was
time.
last turn.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Moruk Obscurity. Who's going to go? Who's going to do them? Can you finish it before it maybe finishes permanently Nim? Because it does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I looked and saw Chill Touch, and I'm like, what is this asshole doing? I'm like, oh, that's right, you can change this to whatever you want. So
It's necrotic damage. It's not.
okay, so it does.
That does good.
It does. Hold on. So it does 7 points of damage. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing is looking pretty ragged. Obscurity, can you finish it up? And do you have enough? I never count fucking like bullets. So yes, you obviously have enough to.
23.
23 points of damage.
That was with my first attack. Does it go down or is it still?
Wait a minute. Your first attack was an 11.
Correct. My first attack was an 11, and my second attack was an 20. So the 23 points of damage came from that 20.
Yeah, and with that, what were you throwing? A dagger, a dart? What were you doing?
That was a dagger.
Why don't you describe what that dagger does to finish this Rembrass off?
I would love just like one lethal hit right in the back of the brainstem.
I think that like it's turned and it's looking at Nim, and Nim is facing down the barrel of an attack that has a plus 11 to hit, that does 6d10 plus 7 piercing damage, plus an additional 3d6 fire damage. And if it hadn't already eaten as many people as it had, a grapple check that requires a DC 17 to get out. And as it opens its mouth, and I just imagine just like the Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park, this thing's like sort of cobra fin is like chittering, and it's like, ah! You throw this dagger, and it sails through the air, and just hits this thing smack dab, like right at the base of its skull, and its eyes kind of like pause for a moment, and then it crushes to the ground right at Nim's feet. And you guys just killed a CR11 Remoran.
I feel like it was swallowing some of those people whole, so they actually might still be alive in there. We might want to just, pop them open if we want.
I'll tell you what. Give me a luck check using whatever die that you want, and you guys have a 50-50 saving. Let me roll. An additional 3 people, but only if you hit the luck check.
Oh,
Who's
nice.
rolling it?
Who's doing it?
Whoever wants to do it.
Who's the luckiest? Sylvanas, right?
No,
Not
that's
necessarily.
crazy
Not
skills,
tonight.
not necessarily.
You have actually
50-50, and you said it. Go for it.
Yep.
Save these people.
Wait. You got to call it before you roll it. If you're going to roll a d4, high or low.
Gotcha.
Just say wait.
Higher than a 1.
Evens
I'm
odds.
gonna say D4 low.
D4 low. Roll it up. See what happens.
Nope.
Well, they did.
Okay. Oh.
You're able to
But
cut
on
this
the
thing
plus
open.
side,
All you found
we got
inside
some
is
Stuff in
just
there.
viscera.
Uh,
Just so you know, while swallowed, the creature is blinded and restrained. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the Remoraz, and it takes 6d6 points of acid damage at the start of each of the Remoraz turn.
oof.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're swallowed whole and you can't cut yourself out, you're fucked.
You did.
But if you're inside this Remoraz and you can deal 30 points of damage on a single turn, you can cut your way out of it. So, however, none of the peasants had the ability to do it. So,
Can we use some of this for materials at all? For any spell casting or focuses?
so first of all, shut up. Second, yeah, maybe. So hold on. So
We're
the
gonna
refugees,
bring the
who are
carcass for
mostly, as far
blacksmith.
as game terminology goes, are considered first level adepts, and their families are just people who are trying to go to Sequin. They've lost they've lost so many people already today to the monster, but the only person that they blame is the Desceni noble, Lord Rhaego, who, by the way, just to go back,
Rhaego's a dick anyway.
The pasta sauce.
And he blames us for his
That's
poor
right,
management of resources.
Rhaego,
FYI.
Rhaego
had driven them from their land. After being rescued, the refugees take some time to rest and kind of overcome the shock of the fact that their families were eaten by a giant bug dragon. But not knowing anything else or what they should do, they want to go to Sequin. You guys know that they're going to face some problems crossing the swamp and getting into Sequin from there. Is there anything that you want to provide them, deal with them, or help them with?
Yeah, I mean, we can also inform them like we had swamp crossers, and we left them there in the swamp. We could tell them where those are.
You could, but they've
boats.
probably been reclaimed by the dude that just sold you the sleigh, because that's his whole biz.
We can also warn them.
Remember, it was pretty pricey to get boats, but you don't need boats anymore. You just need to be able to cross. So, who has like something that would maybe either be survival, some of tools or kits that could help you come up with ideas?
I have survival.
Okay. Does anybody have a kit that might help with ideas with this as well? You know what? Doesn't matter. Puent may not have a high initiative, but it looks like Puent's pretty good. Puent, you realize that it's possible that you could take some of the scales off of the now dead Remoraz and turn them into effectively makeshift snowshoes that would help them get through the frozen swamp.
I suggest it.
The peasants go, ew, we don't want to put those things on our feet. No, I'm kidding. Of course.
Then don't.
Then don't, fuckos. We're out. But yeah, so you guys are able to do that. They say thank you very much. Them show them how to craft them. They sort of jump into it and get onto it. It does not matter in this adventure, but I think it's important to let you know that your actions have repercussions, and specifically, if and when you ever return to Sequin, you will find that the refugees that you have just saved have created another story that has been crafted into the song legendary, like, accomplishments there. Maybe Fegovich has started to craft songs or whatever it looks like. I had a lot of fun crafting songs during Rime of the Frost Maiden with the bard that was there but wasn't there. I don't want to do this. I want to leave it up to you this game if anybody wants to jump into it. And so there are songs being sung of the sort of champions that are rallying against the what's the right word? The oppressiveness of the Regessian Empire as you continue to not only thwart them in their efforts, but also help the peoples of the lands. So,
Do we have a name yet?
I don't think you guys do.
Okay.
We're still working on the. We're still working on the name from Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Right.
I thought
It's
Heroes
hard
of the North.
to
I
write
thought you were
songs
the
on
Heroes
it.
of
We don't even have a name.
But maybe that's something to think about, right? Or not right. I'm sorry, not right now. But like, think about it, and maybe that's something that these annals and the
Annals.
thank you, Miss. Maybe you guys want to be known as the Megadon, or like the next Megadon. I mean, whatever you want. Like, it is what it is.
That's a downtime activity.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I won't make up songs, but I'll try not to and leave it up to you. So, but as you guys deal with what just happened and rest up and heal up, and you guys are able to do, like, the night after this encounter occurs, you're able to set up camp, you're able to rest, and you're not stymied or accosted by anyone. So nice. Spells cast, people healed, abilities gotten back. Savannah's can do whatever the fuck Savannah's was saying. Savannah's wanted to do.
Well, if we're doing long rests, I think we don't need to do a search on the song.
Oh, I don't need to do it now. I don't want to do it now, or whatever. I'm sorry. You know what, Eric? I'm sorry. I'm giving you shit, and I don't need to.
Don't
I
be
think
sorry.
that was a great plan.
Yes,
but
you do.
you mentioned it in the middle of a fucking battle when you couldn't do it. But anyways,
Well, I mentioned prior to the battle.
pretty sure it was during. But anyways,
No, it was prior.
No, it was definitely prior.
no, it was definitely when the creature got sent to another. But whatever.
Oh, well, I got sent to another dimension. That sounds like
It's still in but you were still in initiative. Anyways.
you know,
So you guys-
tomatoes.
You guys continue up the Nisham River, and you are approximately 60 miles from Bresk, when all of a sudden, I have to ask a question. Is everybody still drinking cocoa? Specifically, Morik? Who is drinking cocoa? That's the question I'll ask.
Yes.
Sure, I'll drink cocoa.
Obscurity is sugar free.
No cocoa for me. All right.
Savannah has diabetes.
Anyone who is anybody who's drinking cocoa, roll me a dex save.
Motherfucker.
I'm Savannah. I have diabetes.
Diabetes.
I'm Savannah. I have diabetes. This is my new character. I play this. I'm new in town. Push. All right.
Dex save?
Dex save. Yep. Twent is able. Twent, you are like supernaturally able to just be like, nope, 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 and you just hold it all in the.
Are they pooping themselves?
They're pissing themselves.
It's no, Morik.
They're avoiding peeing themselves.
Morik, you are gonna splash your hot cocoa and.
Your pants is cool.
You shut up for a sec. You are gonna splash your cocoa in someone's face, including the tiny markers. Who are you gonna throw your?
That's
cocoa
just.
in?
This is like the second
That's
coolest
just
thing you've done to me
weird.
in D&D.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
How dare you? Sacred. Anyway, so what happens?
You
I
spill your hot
splash-
cocoa on
You were
somebody.
gonna spill your hot cocoa in someone's face.
Why?
Who's the someone?
Your
You
choice.
choose.
I just said.
I can't choose. I'm not trying to do it.
So there are 6 people in the caravan or the
Mhm.
carriage right now. You've got Balin. You've got Obscurity. You know what? Obscurity was probably. So she was like, I don't drink sugar water. I don't want diabetes. So maybe it was Obscurity's turn to drive the horses. But
I don't know.
When-
I would say
when
just
is
roll a
there-
die because, like, I'm not trying to. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you've got 5. No, you've got 4 options, not including yourself. So roll a d4.
No,
and I've
wait,
got
actually,
I've
no.
got
You have
names
3
on mine.
options.
Well, actually, wait.
I thought it was
Before you
6.
do it.
Actually, only Savennis.
So no. So listen,
I was
we've
gonna
got
say, it's
so
only
Venice, we've got Nim, we've got Balin, we've got who the fuck is in this party? We've got Puent. Obscurity is out,
Security's
and
out.
those are the 4.
Okay.
So Venice is a 1, Nim is a 2, Balin is a 3, Puent is a 4.
I'm glad I'm
Rolling a
dexterous
D1. Got it.
enough not to spill it on myself.
Mhm.
I'm very happy that's not an option.
Unfortunately, you throw it directly in Nim's face. Nim,
Oh,
Mora, could you roll a d6 for me?
A D6. Okay.
Blinded by the coffee.
It is a D6.
Yourself with a melody.
Nim, maybe it goes in your nose or your eyeballs, but you take 6
oh,
points of cocoa damage.
What? Okay. Cocoa damage.
Hot cocoa damage.
Okay. Prestidigitation.
So
I'm sorry
you
about
immediately
that.
make her look really good, but her
Okay.
fucking face hurts.
No, I don't. I also don't drink it that hot. Thank you very much. But yes,
So maybe Nim likes it cold, and this is tougher. Quesos. But it's
But-
maybe the marshmallows burn irises, whatever it is. Maybe this
No.
is the beginning of a wedge between the two of them.
no, you're sparkling clean now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Clean,
Oh,
but you
okay.
hurt. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
Have you ever been exfoliated?
I felt the bump.
Your eyeballs have been now.
Exfoliate with cocoa.
So I'm sure there's someone out there pushing this as, but
For
you
all the
guys
smells I
realize
know.
that, like, has anybody ever in their life, like, tried to move forward, whether just like running or moving, and they've been attached to something they didn't know to, and they just can't move? They're just stopped. Like, I immediately think about like how I blew out my. This is a terrible story. I'm sorry, but like how I blew out my knee skiing out in Colorado out of bounds. I had the best day of skiing, and then my ski got caught under a tree root under like 3 feet of powder that I didn't see, and as I went to turn, my whole body was jerk stopped. Like it created other problems, but I just didn't move any. And so everybody's experience in the carriage right now is that the carriage was moving at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, just making time, going up the Nesham River, and all of a sudden everything just rocketed to just stopped, like almost like something said hold. And you realize that like whoever was driving, maybe I think we had said maybe it was Obscurity's like maybe cursing, like what just happened? Like Obscurity, I'm not going to make you make a dex saving throw because obviously you're going to make that. You're not from like driving the cart, but everybody's like, what just happened? Like Balin is just like, oh, we're messing up cocoa time. What is happening right now? What do you guys want to do?
we should probably see what's going on outside. See if we've been, immobilized somehow with a spell. But I'm probably heading to bed soon myself.
I'm
Me
wrapping
too.
it up. No, I know. I'm wrapping it up. It's fine. just deal with me. Tell me what you guys are doing.
We're coming up with names for our group.
So how about this? You guys take a moment to get outside of the cart. Maybe not everybody. Maybe Moruck is like, Balin, give me another cup and put some of those marshmallows in it. But those that do get outside and look.
Why are we looking at why would we be stopping and looking, getting out?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
So maybe obscurity. You're the first to try to figure this out. And what you see is the skis that the carriage is on have become hooked on something. Something has stopped them. And it appears to be some kind of like leather belt, maybe. And as you kind of drop down and look and realize that you've got to push the cart back to get it like off of the loop. Like if you can think of like the ski, like just a pair of skis skiing into a loop of leather that's coming out of the ice, and it just hit it, and it's just going to like jerk it to a stop, because unless the leather broke, it's just going to stop. You realize that the belt is attached to a corpse frozen in the ice, and that as you start to look at it, and as people are starting to get out and look at it, you realize that there are 3 bodies that are now frozen in the ice, just sort of like half an inch or so down, and that all of their features are distorted.
These are the 3 people you couldn't save with your luck die.
Somehow the Remoraz came here when banishment happened,
threw them
vomited
up,
them into the ice,
but
and then
still
came
they
back
were dead.
No, yeah, that is not the case. That would be hilarious, but no, I'm not going to. However, I think that as you guys are like telling, like somebody's coaxing the horses to walk backwards because horses don't want to walk backwards on their own, and pushing the cart back to get off of this loop so you can keep going on. All discovered these bodies, and I think that that is a perfect place to stop for tonight and pick up later. And so, good job, guys. You guys took on a creature that I wasn't ready to do based on your level, but also you took on a creature and you did it, and that was a pretty cool use of spells and other abilities. And I applaud Obscurity's just like, I'm gonna fucking do this, and then I was like, do you want to do it? And she's like, yeah, and then he just took so much damage in response. But that was pretty cool. So
that being said, once I got hit, it's just like, oh, actually that was the best call. Because holy shit, it does that amount of damage on its own. So like,
so
you
the
crushing it at least was beneficial.
That was an incredible opening salvo against the creature for sure. So again, as always, I hope that everybody's having fun. I hope that the game is challenging, but also intriguing. I want this to be as much fun as possible for everybody. And lastly, if anybody has the sort of bandwidth to do it, just reaching out to say to Chris, hey, how you doing? Are you doing okay? I think, like, even if he doesn't respond, it's just nice to know that you care. That's all. So
yeah.
Just let me know what that phone number is, because I don't have them marked down anywhere.
You know what? I'll put it in the chat as we sign off tonight. But even in Discord, just to be, hey man, how you doing? So, all right. I will chat with everybody later, and we'll see what these bodies are next week. All right. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Later.